Hello Pisces, and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your mid-October tarot reading, and your theme for mid-October is, drumroll, the Strength card. Strength, fortitude, getting in touch with your animal instinct, taming the inner beast, and just matching up inner strength and outer strength. So I feel, and it's also a lot about growth and maturity, okay? So whenever that card comes up, it means there was something difficult in the past and you have succeeded. You're a tough soul. Let's see what else is in store for you. So what does Pisces need to know for mid-October, please and thank you? Oh, okay, yep. Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger and lines you up for a better life. That's a short summary for right now. So in the past, the recent past, the energy leading into this reading, we have got the Eight of Cups, giving up, walking away, disappointment, yet another disappointment. But see, this person, they still are looking at the past, at all of the disappointment, and looking at that one little bit of hope, which usually turns into nothing, by the way, which is why they're walking away, because they're just fed up, they've given up. It used to be something that used to be emotionally fulfilling. This could be a job, a relationship, just something that used to be so amazing, and now it's just disappointing. But they're looking behind, so they're not really seeing the sunshine, the new day, the new start, that there is a better future in the horizon. So that's the recent past energy. Right now, your energy coming up is the Three of Cups. So I feel like overall, you're probably just kicking back, taking it easy, relaxing. I do feel that this is like something to do with someone else, potentially some sort of partnership, obviously someone you've interacted with before, but I feel like it's more of like a person, but it could be a job. It could have been a situation as well, actually. I'm getting that as well. I'm going to speak like it is a person, but it could be an organization as well. The thing is, I'm a little bit concerned that because one of the cards okay, please try not to be drinking too much, or drowning your sorrows, or things like that. I'll explain why in a moment, but what you need to know about, so this person is coming up as the Four of Wands, and I feel like, I feel like you have cared more about the situation or person than the other person. I think they're just kind of like living their own life, doing their own thing, maybe a little bit checked out, like, oh, I'll deal with this later. Definitely an apathetic, kind of lazy attitude, procrastination for sure. It just wasn't going where you were wanting it to go. And that's nothing to do with you. It was everything, well, maybe a little bit, but it was at least mostly due to the other person just not really doing anything. And the energy in between you and this person is the Four of Cups energy. So I do feel like both of you are disappointed, but it's like you're more disappointed with yourselves or the situation than really necessarily worrying about the other person, because the fours are always can be a little bit detached. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's more like being like, oh my gosh, I worked so hard on this relationship or this job and it's just not, gone where I want it to, a bit of self-pity. So yeah, I feel that because that's aspecting the Three of Cups, which can be partying and maybe partying a bit too much, or just using certain substances to distract yourself. It could be eating, emotional eater right here. So that's just one of the many examples, okay? This is cool though, okay? The outcome, look, the past was really difficult. The present is still not as good. It's better, but still not the best energy. The future is overall looking better because your outcome is the Three of Pentacles. So look, I do see that there is a good chance that you and this other person will eventually start working together as a team, making more of an effort, making magic happen, and being successful and being really noticed. And on your side, you're being aspected by the Ten of Cups. So sometimes we walk away from situations because they're not good enough. I'm sorry, but if you want something so badly, are you just gonna take like 50% of it, 60% of it? No, you deserve 100% of it. You deserve to be fulfilled emotionally on every single level, right? Sometimes we're forced to walk away from a situation because it's not good enough for us. Sometimes the universe just makes it not work out because it's like, no. I want better for this person. They deserve better. So this isn't gonna work out. And it's in your own best interest. I'm really excited to see the clarification cards. So and advice cards after, I do feel that this person will eventually snap out of it and approach you with an offer. And it's going to be a lot more clear. It's going to be like, do you want this or do you want this? And yeah, I feel like you're going to make a choice, but I do feel that you two are going to work together as a team and maybe even have a third party. So for example, if this has to do with a romantic relationship, that Three of Pentacles, the third pentacle could represent a relationship counselor, or it could represent if you're at work, like someone in human resources, something like that. So I do see something productive moving forward with this connection in the future, for sure. And it's definitely been a learning experience. Sometimes walking away from things that we truly want can be difficult, but it makes us all the more stronger. And you are following your intuition, and that's so important. Your intuition is your closest connection to God, source of the universe, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's get some clarification cards. What clarification cards can you give me for Pisces about the situation? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So in the background, we had the Eight of Cups. That's being clarified by the Knight of Cups. So I do feel that potentially at least one person may be rushed into the situation. You know, when you meet someone and you're like, oh my gosh, they're so amazing and they're so this, and let's just rush into things without thinking. Yeah, it might have been one of those situations. And because you were following your heart, but sometimes the heart of some people can be finicky and change their minds and be like, oh my gosh, chocolate ice cream is my most favorite ice cream in the world. I want it more than any other ice cream. And then they taste some strawberry and they're like, oh, strawberry ice cream is my favorite ice cream in the world. And I only want strawberry ice cream. And then they taste caramel. And you see where I'm going with this. So it may have been kind of like rushed into a little bit without thinking too much. You are definitely doing some healing overall, okay? Because the Three of Cups representing you is being clarified by the Four of Swords, truce. So that is definitely a healing card, a resting card. I'm hoping you're staying at home a little bit more, or just when you feel like you need to chill, you chill. If you need that nap, take that nap, you know? And I feel like you've done most of the healing, like probably around 75% of it, but you still have a bit of a ways to go. Also, sometimes it can represent that there's like one more piece of information that you need to be like, okay. And then you really understand like the full circle of the situation, and you get a lot more clarity of mind, okay? So you're de-stressing, your thoughts are becoming more clear, and you're really getting a better understanding of the situation or the person. This person, they do want security, they do want stability, they do want that. But sometimes people can want things and just expect that laying around doing nothing is still gonna get that, then that, and it's so not the case. So they do want that, but they're just being like, oh, later, oh, tomorrow, I'll try a little bit, but not that hard. Ugh, I'm sorry, that energy really annoys me, although I can be like that sometimes. So anyways, and then the energy in between, look at this. We have got the Lust card, otherwise known as the Strength card in many decks. So it's actually the disappointment, the dissatisfaction, the sadness, the self-pity. All of those things have that silver lining of becoming stronger, becoming more fearless, becoming, you know what? Things are going to turn out like this. I'm just going to go for exactly what I want, how I want, in the way that I want, when I want. It will actually, it looks like it will strengthen both of your connection as well, and each other individually. That is so cool. So that the Three of Pentacles outcome is also being aspected by the Four of Discs or Pentacles power. You two will be laying a much more solid foundation, something that you can really build on, something that is more predictable, dependable, not a roller coaster. It's more like you know what to expect. Any changes will happen slowly in the future. And then the Ten of Cups energy is being aspected for you with the Nine of Wands, and that is strength. So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So you are a very, 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 very strong person, because damn, you have had some struggles. You have had some struggles, but it has forged you to be a strong person, to become even more determined to go for what you want. baptism by fire, and you've been through quite a number of fires. So you're definitely strong. Okay, look, this person will approach you in the future, but they kind of need that time to themselves. And also, I think that in the future with your connection, they might need some time to kind of go off and do their own thing. It's the Hermit card, also potential Virgo energy. Sometimes they might need just some time to be alone, to regroup, to think. I know when there's difficulty in any type of a connection and the other person goes, sometimes it can be like, well, we need to talk about it right now, and they need to know that I think this, and I want to know what they're thinking about, and da-da-da. But sometimes people just need to be alone. They need to disconnect and really figure out what they need without any outside distractions, okay? And only then will they be able to be like, okay, I understand. I will say this and this, and present you with a choice, present you with a solution, or more than two solutions, it looks like. So that is so cool. So it is really important to respect that everyone has a different way of processing their thoughts and their emotions. And just because someone is taking time to themselves doesn't mean that they are leaving you or trying to hurt you. It's just a different process, okay? Everyone's different, especially men and women. Let's clarify this outcome. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of work. So I feel like you will eventually need to ask for help, and just to not, so you also want to keep it fun. You don't want too much responsibility. Let's clarify this. 4 of Cups, last card in the middle, yeah. And it's also about like figuring out what both of you want, and taking time, like, you know, to look, kind of think about what you think and your perspective and them, and just maybe this, and really muse on things, to really ponder, and to figure out like what's really important for you and what to prioritize in a relationship or any type of connection. But I mean, look, relationships aren't easy, but they can damn well be worth it. And I do see both of you, it looks like you both want it. It's just that you've got different ways of thinking and feeling things out. So yeah, you might want to have, like I said, remember the outcome was the 3 of Pentacles. I think it's important to get a third perspective, and that could be from a friend or someone in your life who is good at relationships or good with whatever you need help with. You don't want to ask your friend who's had 4 divorces for relationship advice. Ugh, that'd be horrible. But seriously, you might want to seek a neutral third party, like a counselor or a therapist, okay? Because you can make this work. You just need some different perspectives. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's in the description below. You can also follow me on social media. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you watching this right now. I read every single comment, so if this reading has resonated with you, please do comment below. I love reading the nice comments. And if you are still here, you get a secret bonus card. Sometimes things need to fall apart so that you can build something better. It's painful and sometimes might seem like a failure when things fall apart, but that's because it wasn't good enough. That's because it wasn't strong enough. So take this as a lesson of what doesn't work. It will help you figure out what does work, and you can build a much stronger, more solid foundation with your connection with this person, and you absolutely deserve it. All right, have a great month. Bye.